How's it going, everyone? As a JRPG connoisseur, today is a good day. Look, I'm not excited about everything that got announced, but holy hell, I was not expecting today to get the announcement of a remake of Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, but that is exactly what we are getting. On top of that, we've got the latest remaster in the Tales of series. Not too excited about this one. Out of all of the Tales of games they could have done, this is not the one that I am gonna get overly excited for. But I guess as far as the games they're deciding to port, I don't know if they're working like backwards, would you say? Cause Symphonia was the latest remaster, and I guess you could say that was initially a GameCube game, but if you want to look at the PS3 remaster as the latest release of that, you get the idea. Not excited about this one overly, but we'll still talk about it, and I'll definitely play it. And Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster finally has a release date. That's super exciting as well. While not my favorite JRPG franchise, I know a lot of people are going to be excited about that as well. But right off the top, during today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase, The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, the first, a full ground-up remake of The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky first chapter, is releasing, get this, worldwide in 2025. Currently only announced for the Nintendo Switch, but I highly doubt this is going to be a Nintendo Switch exclusive. I've said before, one of the main issues with Legend of Heroes, as much as I am a nut hugger for the franchise, it's the accessibility. I know a lot of people that want to get into it, but they want to start from the get-go. Well, do you want to play Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky first chapter where the game is super dated, where the game isn't accessible on modern platforms? Like, that is a real issue. But now, if we're getting these consistent remakes, that is fantastic. And I do believe that this is going to be the 2025 Trails title that's released in Japan as well. We had outlined that there would be a Trails release in Japan in 2025, and this looks to be that game. So, come 2025, you're gonna be getting Daybreak 2, you're gonna be getting Trails in the Sky first chapter, this remake. Doubt that Kai no Kiseki is gonna come stateside by the end of 2025. That is more likely to be a spring 2026 game, but man, if you're a JRPG fan, you're eating good. And again, given that they're remaking the first game, I imagine that this would open the gates for remakes of the second and third game. So as far as Legend of Heroes goes, man, you're gonna be getting a lot of great content here over the next couple of years, and it's exciting that this franchise is finally popping off stateside as well. For so long, we didn't have easy accessibility to the cross-bell titles. For so long, Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky was locked away on either the PC. If you have low-end PC, you can play it. It's not too difficult, but as far as non-PC guys, you have to get a PSP, and like, bro, I love the PSP, but ain't nobody digging up their PSP to play Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. It just ain't happening, and that's coming from a hardcore Legend of Heroes fan. But yeah, and it's a game that needed a remake, and if you want to go ahead and eventually remake the cross-spell games as well, that'll probably be 5 to 10 years from now, but I wouldn't be all too mad about that. And I think there's a lot of potential in that as well. Alright, so that's super exciting. Gotta say, not too excited about the announcement of Tales of Grace's F Remastered. It's been announced for PS5, Xbox Series, PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. It is due out on January the 17th. In Tales of Grace's F Remastered, players will follow the adventures of Asbel and the friends as they embark on a world-spanning adventure filled with unforgettable characters, shocking revelations, and unique companions brought together through promises made across time. The title is set in a world where the planet is blessed with abundant greenery. The world is ruled by 3 great nations, each with the power of Elith. Tales of Grace's F Remastered is a remastered version of Tales of Grace's F released in 2010, which I believe was an upgraded release of Tales of Graces, which was a Nintendo Wii title. We had never gotten the Nintendo Wii game stateside, at least I don't recall. I played Tales of Graces with this, with the PlayStation 3 release back in the day. And honestly speaking, like, I haven't played the game in so long, but just my recollection from playing it growing up, not a game that I really enjoyed. I thought it was a fine JRPG. Like, even the lesser Tales of games, they're totally acceptable. They are totally serviceable. But when you're talking about a franchise that has Tales of Abyss is right there, you guys. one of the greatest narratives, one of the greatest character development arcs in the history of Japanese RPGs, and we're remastering Tales of Graces F. We're doing lazy ports of Tales of Symphonia. Maybe, you know, I would be all for a ground-up remake of Tales of Abyss if, you know, we're getting Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky remake. Tales of Abyss getting a remake would be fantastic as well, but like, with Bandai Namco, I can't really hope for anything that big, and it is interesting, we haven't been getting a lot of news on what the next mainline Tales title is, because when you think about it, Tales of Arise came out all the way back in fall of 2021. I get it that we did get an expansion, but it's been quite a bit of time. I'm sure that is in full development as well, and I'm actually curious, like, will 2025 be a double-header Tales of a year? I don't think it will. I think 2026 is when we're gonna get the next mainline entry, but we'll see how that turns out. I know some of you guys might really dig Tales of Graces F. I just think about, you have Tales of Abyss right there, and that's the one that I feel like we desperately need a remaster, remake of, and port it to modern platforms. I get that it's on the 3DS. Again, I'm not digging up my 3DS right now to play Tales of Abyss. Nevertheless, it's still gonna be a game I'll check out. It'll be one that I enjoy, but just as far as the remasters I would like to see, I would take Xillia over Graces, and I would have taken Tales of Abyss over Graces. So it is what it is. Lastly, Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster Gate Rune and Dunon Unification Wars will be coming March 6th. PS5 and Xbox Series versions will be dropping as well. Initially, it was announced for PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. March 6th for that. So guys, this 2025 JRPG lineup is really heating up. I mean, that initial portion of the year, you're gonna get Daybreak 2, you're gonna get Tales of Graces, you're gonna get Suikoden 1 and 2, probably a couple of other games in there as well. Like, there's a lot of exciting things. I thought 2024 was a big year for JRPGs, especially, like, I don't think we're ever gonna get a period of like 2 weeks where we got the release of Persona 3 Reload, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. I don't think, like, it's gonna be hard to measure up to that, but not gonna lie, 2025 is looking pretty spicy with all of these titles dropping as well. And I was kind of curious as far as, you know, when we were gonna figure out what that 2025 slate of JRPGs was gonna look like. Well, now we're really getting an idea of that, and I gotta say, I'm pretty excited. I did play Eiyun Chronicle 100 Heroes earlier this year. That game was good, just had a lot of issues from a quality of life standpoint that I hope this HD remaster collection can, you know, bring some of that up to date. You know, Suikoden wasn't a franchise that I played growing up that much. I did play the Nintendo DS release, and, you know, I'm sure it's gonna be something a lot of people are gonna be excited for. I certainly will be checking it out, but as far as the games announced recently, like Trails in the Sky, getting a full-on remake, that's what I'm excited for. Tales of Graces, even though it's not the remaster I want, I'm still a huge fan of the Tales of games, and the games are always relatively consistent. My lukewarm response to Graces F getting remastered is more so because Abyss is right there, and even Xillia is right there, that I would take those over Graces F, but I'm sure it's going to be a game a lot of people enjoy. And Suikoden 1 and 2 finally getting remastered, so we don't have to pay like $100 for the PS1 version, I believe it is, of Suikoden 2. That's quite nice as well. March 6th on that, but that is going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.